Coward. We have a new world to conquer. You make me sick.
Leave me alone, please.
Hiding in the shadows. Hiding from who you truly are.
Oh.
You can't escape yourself.
The Ronster, it was the best in the game. Now it's just another dusty frame, abused, abandoned for almost a year, but there's 24 upgrades sitting right here. Finally, the streets have something to fear. The Ronster's back, the GOAT is near.
You make me sick.
Leave me alone, please.
Hiding in the shadows. Hiding from who you truly are.
Oh.
We have a new world to conquer.
He's right. Custom Supermoto wheels, red on black Michelin tires, premium DOT brakes, steel hoses, made in Italy. Matching rotors dwarf the Magura, so do the calipers. Old chain comes off. New wheel goes on. Brakes are the only part of this build I'm not doing myself. I took it to my local shop where they bled them to perfection. This took 3 months to get. Custom red flake forged carbon fiber battery lid. They already had a mold for an extended fender, but I insisted on the stock size, so this is their first stock size carbon fender. It's crazy how the light refracts. And I got the matching number plate, also their first ever. I wasn't sure though, so I also got a classic matte carbon fiber lid. Just beautiful. Nothing beats real carbon fiber, and nothing is lamer than fake carbon fiber. If you put fake carbon fiber on your bike, do us all a favor and burn the damn thing. Next I got some fake carbon fiber, so I hope the new battery is waterproof because this bike's gonna be dripping. Triangle and linkage, peg mount, peg spacer, blacked out pegs, belt cover, jack shaft, rotor guard, brake mount, they fit together seamlessly, kickstand, keychain, and sprocket, all black, best of the best. Now this has been 6 months in the making, a custom subframe. They might start selling these soon, but this is the first. Handlebars, nice rise and sweep, horn, stem lock, fresh chain, spare belt, tail light with a button, GPS tracker, I got one for my girlfriend too, power switch, regen throttle, harness, and the newest controller on the market with my favorite tune on it. Comes with the throttle and grips. It's impossible to find these all black Pro Tapers anywhere else. Now powering the Ronster is the newest 72-volt battery, made in the USA, metal casing, massive QS8 connector, and for the first time, 30 amp charging. That's 3 times faster than the upgraded variable charger, which I also got. Comes with the leads, a fresh plate, and an adapter so I can fast charge at any EV station. I have a discount code for almost everything, and it's all linked down below. Ronster's on the operating table, let's get to work. Unplug the controller, disconnect the battery leads, remove the subframe, and rear wheel. This is a great chance to detail with some waterless wash. Switching out the sprockets, rear wheel back on, and time for a fresh chain. Feed it through and cut the excess. Masterlink closes it up, looking good. Removing the old battery plate that's warped over time, sliding in a freshie. Just need to mount the 12-volt converter underneath. But I was having a problem. The upgraded brake hose doesn't clear underneath the plate, so I cut it. We went from this to this with plenty of space for the brake hose. The pegs are showing their age, faded and missing teeth. Let's take them off. The new pegs are slightly larger, and I love the all black. We've got the peg spacer, mounts, and pegs. They all fit together. Springs can be a little tricky. Pins go through. bolt them on, and install the kickstand, using a screwdriver to leverage the spring. Bang! The primary belt is exposed to the elements. The belt cover protects it and looks mean. Removing the bars and installing the freshie. Grip goes on, and it's time to replace this faded stem lock. Goodbye red, hello black. This sandwiches the stem, which is super important, and now the cockpit looks even better. But I had a big problem with the custom subframe. It fits these 2 points, but it doesn't fit down here. So I had to grind it down in 2 places for it to fit. Bolted it on, and wow, what a cool upgrade. Now I need to do some disassembly, the tail light, plastic cover, and remove the seat. Now I can install the new tail and seat, but before I commit, I wanted to see the full carbon set, and I decided the bike looks better without the front plate. For final confirmation between the red and classic carbon fiber, I compared the 2 options, and I decided to go with the red flake, but I want to know, what do you think? This is a special lid lock because it still accepts the OG key. They do not make Surron keys like this anymore. There's a lot of grime in here, so I blasted it with some brake cleaner and some lube. It's good as new. Lock goes on with the cover, bolting down the seat, and everything looks sick. I unplugged the 12 volt and removed the breaker so I can take out the stock battery leads. The upgraded leads run a QS8 connector with no breaker. Cleaned up the motor phase wires. And now I can plug the harness into the controller and connect the new battery leads. Then the 3 motor phase wires, green, yellow, and blue. Plug in the new throttle, regen throttle, power mode switch, motor harness, stock harness, and 12 volt connector. I fed the throttle, regen, switch, and QS8 through the top, cut off my old throttle, replacing this mess with just 1 connector. Closed it up with the ignition plate and installed the controller. It was a little harder than it looks. You gotta really organize these wires for it to fit. Installed the battery lid and battery, which was a tight fit. Plugged it in and closed it up. Looking fire. Wait, no really, is that smoke? I installed the regen throttle mode switch so I can do everything from my left thumb. It was finally time to turn it on, but nothing. Dead.
Bro, did you see Surronster can't even build his own Surron? His shit doesn't turn on, what a fucking loser. Bro's got no motion, calling himself Surronster, but can't even get his Surron to turn on. Who does he think he is? Change your name, bro. Take out the Surron. You should just be called Stir. What a joke.
That's why I have to do this myself. I located the stock harness connector. There's only 1 pin, but it has nothing to connect to on the other side. It was previously removed for my old throttle. I took the casing off, cut the other side, and did the same. Cut some heat shrink, slid it on, twisted them together, and followed a YouTube video that said you want to do it from the bottom. But that didn't work, so I dropped some straight boogers on it, which did the trick. Covered it up and used the coolest lighter ever to shrink it. Moment of truth, the controller is live. Select Surron, my battery, regen throttle, turned up the power, named it, and ran a motor calibration. This spins the wheel back and forth to locate the magnets. Call me Popeye, we got spinach. Controller goes back on, and I almost forgot the horn. Put it on, it looks great, and I was able to dig inside and connect it without taking everything apart. Yes! Closed it up with the ignition plate and realized I need to take everything apart again. The silver controller mounts desperately need to be black, so I removed the top and bottom bracket, stepped outside, and painted them. The last thing to do is the tail light, which you gotta raw dog. Cut the stock ends off, removed some casing, also on the tail light side, added some heat shrink, twisted them together, and dropped the best solder of my life. But don't worry, I was hella nonchalant about it.
Whoa! Get fucked!
Dropped a couple more boogers and tested it out.
Let's go!
Hella nonchalant. Finished them up, and in order to mount the light, I needed my fake carbon, which wouldn't fit, so I cut it a little and it snapped right into place. 3 screws and 1 nut later, we have a tail light. The controller mounts are dry, so I'm reinstalling the controller. It looks a million times better blacked out. This is the OG discontinued factory red Surron frame on custom 16-inch milk racing wheels, EXT rear shock and EXT front fork, Skurmod subframe, Evolvendo brake set, calipers and rotors, a new grit shift chain on a prickly sprocket, prickly pegs, prickly kickstand, and prickly belt cover, custom forged carbon set from Surron shop, Warp 9 stem lock on Warp 9 bars, Fisher Fab House headlight, Baja tail light, fresh Surron throttle with a Warp 9 horn button, Pro Taper grips, regen throttle, and a mode switch. Those come in the new Electro & Co. True Moto Zapper controller kit. The Electro & Co. app displays my battery, speed, and power, and I have full control over the entire tune, all powered by the new Chai Batteries 72-volt Pulsar battery. I have a discount code for almost everything, so check down below to save yourself some money. Loading up to test ride downtown, I realized I can't plug the 30 amp charger into a normal outlet, so I'm using the 10 amp to charge right off the truck. After 6 months of procuring parts and 3 days of building, we have the Ronster back. A work of art. I'm so proud of it.
Like that, man.
Pardon?
How much is a bike like that? Without the upgrades, because you already did a lot of upgrades to it, huh?
Yeah, with the upgrades, it's up there. It's like 20 grand.
Damn, a motorcycle, 1,000 right there for sure.
Right?
Yeah, but hey, how fast can you go on that?
This will do like 75.
Damn. That's nice though, carbon fiber too. Man, have a great day.
You too, thanks. Let's go. Oh, I'm so excited. I have fun on every bike I ride, don't get me wrong. Would I ride the same one 10 times? I don't know. This one, absolutely. We're back, baby. Come on. There's a fire here. Let's see what's going on. It feels so good. Everything feels so good. Everything's new. I was afraid it was going to feel heavy with the subframe, but because it's a smaller battery, I don't feel it. It feels light. Brakes feel awesome. The carbon fiber is growing on me. I love it right now. Black controller mounts and fresh wheels. Oh, I gotta turn my tail light on. Gotta blind everyone behind me. It feels so good. And it's got that Electro & Co. feel to it. Any bike I'm on, no matter the shape or size, it could be a go-kart. If it feels like an Electro & Co. tune, I'm happy. So I'm really excited they came out with the dedicated Surron controller. This bike doesn't see color, it only sees red. They don't give a fuck here. It's awesome. I think it's important to build your own bike. I've been lucky to have friends around me that know more than me, so I can reach out to them for help. But doing it yourself is number one. That's the best. I feel like if anything goes wrong, I know exactly how to hit it. This bike's so fast. It's so powerful, and this isn't even half power. This isn't even half power. The regen throttle's hella nice. For street riding, you're always going from super fast to full stop, and you want to be able to use the regen. You save some of that energy back into the battery. Battery feels great. I love that it doesn't stick up too much. Here we go. My favorite bridge on my favorite bike. It is difficult. I would say it's almost impossible to beat a fully built Surron. You take a Surron, it's the sexiest, most beautiful, elegant bike ever made. And you upgrade the hell out of it. Let's just taking a picture. I'm gonna ask you for that in a minute. You can't beat it. I gotta work. One thing I need to do, make the front wheel spin more freely. With the new brakes, it's harder to wheelie if that front wheel stops. You can't beat this. This is the best bike in the world. I think it's this specific one, but I would also take to my grave that any fully built Surron is the best of any motorcycle. I don't care if your R1 can go 1,000 miles an hour in first gear. This is the best bike. Let's turn around. I want to do that again. Look at this sunset.
And this was also, oh, my phone's falling out. This was really good timing to build this. I didn't plan the timing to be this good. It took 6 months to get all the parts back. But in 2 weeks, there's a Vegas mega ride, and I know it's going to be a world record. The most Surrons ever riding together is in 2 weeks. So of course I'm pulling up on the roster. And there's a new bike coming out called, ooh, I can't say what it's called. I'm not allowed to say. But there's a new bike coming out. I think the video's posting next week. It's a 98 volt bike. Same size, 98 volts stock for cheaper than an E-Ride Pro. Or no, exactly the same price as the E-Ride Pro. Same price as E-Ride Pro, 98 volts. Hey, some wheelie boys. Yeah.
Hey, what you think about this bike? First one in LA.
Dude, that's One Way Corey's bike.
Yep.
And there's one last bit of news. This is a big deal. I might be moving in the next 3 weeks to a new place that has a whole workshop. It's gonna be so nice. It's getting a little too dark to film, so I'm gonna cut to some dramatic shots of the bike. Just know I've linked absolutely everything down below. If I have a discount code, which I have many, those will be down below. I have nobody to thank but you. As always, thank you so much for watching until the end. As I do.
Yeah.